going to need. First, you're going to need some white chocolate. I used just some white chocolate morsels or white chocolate chips. Obviously, it depends on how many chocolates you're going to be making, but I would get 1 or 2 bags at least. You might also want to get some regular chocolate chips to make regular chocolate. You're also going to need food coloring, specifically red and blue, but I just got an assorted pack. Completely optional, but you might want to have some M&Ms or sprinkles, something to decorate the chocolates with or put in the chocolates. 2 packages of chocolates, you're going to need some ribbon, some candy bags, you can find these at Michael's, and of course some scissors. You're going to need a couple of bowls, and of course you're going to need a chocolate mold. They have plenty of different shapes. You can get heart-shaped ones for Valentine's Day, or just use a regular chocolate mold like I am. You're also going to need a stirring spatula and some spoons. You're also going to need a pot for your stovetop and milk. I prefer using chocolate milk when melting actual chocolate and regular milk when melting white chocolate. And this is everything you're going to need. When working with chocolate, you don't have a lot of time because it will start to harden. So I suggest you fill your trays with sprinkles or M&Ms or whatever you want in them before you even melt the chocolate. So that way when you're ready to pour the chocolate, you can do that really quickly and you won't have to let it sit. You can just pour it straight from the pot into the mold without having to let it sit while you fill the molds with your decorations. For my embellishments, of course, I'm using some red sprinkles, heart-shaped sprinkles, stuff like that for Valentine's Day, since these are Valentine's Day truffles. Once your tray is all filled with candy and other fun things, now we're going to start by putting our pot on the stove and turning our stove on to a medium-high setting. You can also melt the chocolates in the microwave, but I chose to use the stove. You want to start by pouring in your milk. I did not go by any measurements, so I kind of just added a little. Then I added in my chocolate, and if needed, you may need to add a little bit more milk. Then, of course, you want to stir it and continue stirring as the chocolate melts. Next, I'm getting prepared to dye the chocolate because, as I said, you don't have that much time to work with it before it starts to harden. Make sure you're frequently stirring the chocolate as it melts so it doesn't burn and all the morsels will get completely melted down. As soon as it was done, I poured it into a bowl and dyed it with red food coloring to make a pink chocolate, and I left half the chocolate in the pan on a low setting because I was going to dye that a different color. As soon as it is mixed well enough, you want to start pouring it into the molds. So just take a spoonful and pour it in. Repeat this process until all the molds are filled. Also, make sure to give the tray a tap onto the table frequently so they will flatten out and there won't be any air bubbles. And also, do not touch the chocolate with your hands. Obviously, it is still very hot at this point because I made that mistake and burnt my finger. Next, I just repeated the exact same process to make a different colored chocolate. So I figured I would do purple for Valentine's Day. I wanted to do a light purple, but I accidentally added too much blue food coloring. As you can see, you have to work fast, otherwise the chocolate will start hardening and it's going to be really hard to work with. and then the chocolates will also become really clumpy, and you do not want that. Once your mold is all filled, you're going to want to pop it into the freezer for about 15 to 30 minutes. When the time is up, you're going to want to take them out and plop them onto a plate. As you can see, they're all done and they look so cute. The heart sprinkles are just so adorable. They look really cute. These are a perfect Valentine's Day treat and they're homemade with love. Here's me trying one, and they were literally so good. To make them even better, you could throw some vanilla in when you melt the chocolate or other flavorings, and they would be even better. Last but not least, I just packaged them up and they look so cute. Perfect Valentine's Day gift, homemade. Who doesn't love homemade gifts? And they're so tasty. If you guys like this video, make sure to give this video a like. If you have a Valentine this year, give this video a like. If you don't have a Valentine this year, give this video a like. And of course, make sure to subscribe to join the Rogues fam. And last but not least, make sure to click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye! And let me know what you want me to bake on the next episode of Baking with Meg.